Hello, welcome. Today's our topic is finite and non-finite verb. In today's topic, we will see the definition of finite verb as well as the definition of non-finite verb, its types with example. Without wasting time, let us begin. Finite verb. A verb that changes according to the action, present, past or future. The number of people doing the action, singular or plural, and the person, first, second or third person doing the action is called a finite verb. Mainly, according to the finite verb, action is done according to the number, which means the singular number or the plural number. It could be in the present, past or the future tenses. According to the person also, first person doing it or the second person or the third person is called a finite verb. What are the example? I go to school every day. Here I is first person singular number. I am going to school now. Here also first person singular number denoting an action. He goes to school. Here he is third person singular number. They go to school every day. Here they is denoting an action which is third person plural number. These were the example of finite verb. A finite verb works with the subject of a sentence to give a sense of completeness. Therefore, it is often the main verb in a sentence. Here, finite verb always denoting the main verb in the sentence because it shows the sense of completeness. Also works with the subject in a sentence. Non-finite verbs. Non-finite verbs are verbs which do not change their form according to the tense, present, past or future. The number of people doing the action, singular or plural, or the pronoun used as the subject, first, second or third person, which means non-finite verb do not change according to the forms. What are the forms? Present, past or future. These also do not change according to the number. It could be singular or plural, and also it does not changes according to the person, which means first person, second person or the third person. Let us understand through example. I like painting. He likes painting. They likes painting. In these three sentences, in the first one, first person singular number I takes the verb painting. In the second sentence, third person singular number takes the verb painting. And in the third sentence, they, which is a third person plural number, also takes the verb painting, which means verb do not changes according to the forms or number or persons. Verb remain same in these three conditions. Kinds of non-finite verb. There are mainly three kinds of non-finite verb: the infinitive, the participle and the gerund. Let us see the definition and example of all these three kinds of non-finite verb. The infinitive. An infinitive is a non-finite verb that expresses an action. It is mostly preceded by the preposition to. Infinitives are the types of the non-finite verb. It mostly takes the preposition to. Infinitives are formed by adding two verb forms. Example: to come, to go, to learn. These all are the infinitives. Let us see the example. She came here to discuss the lesson. Here, discuss is the infinitive which is preceded by to. Second example is He wanted to paint her portrait. Here paint is the infinitive preceded by to. In some cases, infinitives could be used without to also, such as in the modal auxiliary verbs will, shall, should, would, may, might, must, can, could. We use the infinitive without to. When an infinitive is used without to, it is called bare infinitive. In some cases, infinitive does not take to. These all infinitives are called bare infinitive. What are the example? She can discuss the lesson now. Here to is not used in the sentence. In the same way, in the second sentence also, she made him paint her portrait. Here also, to is not used in this sentence. So these all types of sentences called as bare infinitive sentences. The participle, a verb that functions as an adjective is called a participle. The verbs which functions just like a adjective is called a participle. Let us understand through example. Dancing dolls are sold here. A speeding scooter hit the old man. Here in both the sentences, verb dancing and speeding. The word dancing is formed from the verb dance by adding ing, but it is also describing the noun dolls, so it is performing the work of an adjective. In the same way, speeding is formed from the verb speed, also it is describing the noun scooter, so it is performing the work of an adjective. Kinds of participle. Mainly there are two kinds of participle, the present participle and the past participle. Participles are formed by adding ing, ed or en to verbs. They are the verbs but work as adjective. When participle ends with an ing, it is called present participle. When it ends with ed or en, it is called past participle. The present participle, it is formed by adding ing to the root form of the verb. Mainly ing is added to the verb like dancing, baking. Dancing is originated from the verb dance and baking is originated from the verb bake. Ing is added to dance and bake. It describes an incomplete action or state. Example, the dancing dolls. The process of dancing continues. Here incomplete action or state is showing. The present participle is active in form. Example, the dancing dolls. The dolls were dancing, which means the words are in active form. So present participle is active in form. The past participle. The past participle usually ends in ed, d, t, en or n. In the most form, verbs which ends with ed, d, t, en or n are the past participle. It denotes an action that is complete or a state which is over, which means completeness is shown in past participle. Example, the wounded soldiers. The process of getting wounded is complete. The painted shop. The process of painting is complete. If past participle is formed from a transitive verb, it is passive in form, which means if the verb is formed from transitive verbs, it is passive in the form. Example, the soldiers were wounded. Here passiveness is shown. The shop was painted. Here also passive form is shown in the sentence. If we differentiate between present participle and past participle, then we will find that ing form of the verb is used in the present participle, whereas past participle form of the verb is used in past participle. Present participle describes an incomplete action or state, whereas Past participle indicates a complete action or state. Present participle is active in form, whereas past participle is passive in form in case of transitive verbs. These two were the kinds of participle. The gerund, a verb that performs the work of a noun, is called a gerund. Mainly, the verbs which performs the work of verb also as well as the noun also, these verbs are called gerund. Let us see the example. Singing is her hobby. Here the word singing is formed from the verb sing. Therefore, singing is a verb, but singing is also the subject of the verb is. Therefore, it is doing the work of a noun. You ask the question, what is her hobby? The answer is singing. It acts like a noun. So we can say that verb performs the work of a noun. Second example is, I like singing. He likes singing. They like singing. Here, singing is a gerund. It is a non-finite verb because it does not changes according to the tense, number or person. So all these sentences are in the non-finite verb which performs the work of a noun also, which means verbs in a sentence performs the work of a noun. Few points about gerund. A gerund is a verbal noun, ends in ing. A gerund functions as a noun. We can use articles a and the, possessive adjectives my, your, or words like some, many before it. Let us see the example. The dancing was exceptionally good. Here, the dancing is a gerund. Gerunds can have their own adjectives. Let us see the example of it. Her graceful dancing was appreciated by all. Graceful dancing. Graceful is denoting the adjective. Gerunds can have their own objects. Hunting animals is a crime. Here hunting animals is denoting the gerund. Gerunds can be used after some verbs where the infinitive cannot be used. Let us see the example of it. The students stopped talking when the librarian came. Here stopped talking is denoting the gerund. In today's video session we have seen finite and non-finite verb. वीडियो इंफॉर्मेटिव लगी हो तो दोस्तों के साथ शेयर कीजिए, वीडियो को लाइक कीजिए, चैनल में नए हैं तो सब्सक्राइब कीजिए। जय हिंद, जय भारत।